Hey sir, welcome to the inside of the home. So you can see here we've got some tall tray coffered ceilings. Tile, they went ahead and removed the mantle in the kitchen. So let me just kind of focus on a couple little things. So interesting enough, you can see there's baseboard that has some damage on there, and then so some baseboard replacement might be warranted just to touch it up there. But the carpet's out, and obviously they're still cleaning because cleaning supplies, so it looks a lot better. So we have a center island. So a little bit of touch up on the wood, but other than that, it looks like it's in good shape. We have a Whirlpool microwave, and let's see what we got over here. We've got a GE system. So it looks like we still got a little more cleaning in there. We got a red box off to our right, and actually the electric on below is clean. So this one does not have the stop cabinets. You can see they're still working on the cleaning. It's got a good color choice, looks like for the granite here, and it does have the farm style sink. And over the dishwasher, we have a Samsung, and definitely used, but not in bad shape. Take a look underneath the cabinet. Yeah. So let's see if we can find that. This is the drawer that wasn't working out. When they went to the trash out, they must have fixed it. That's good. Try this. So these are all. Yeah, that's awesome. So that one that was all jammed up when they did the trash out, they got that fixed. All right, so dining room. Let's see. They've still got a few more racks in the backyard. We got the pool out there. We drug a hose over so we could keep it full. So it's got to go on for a few more minutes. Just a standard evaporation. We did see the approval on the pool bid. So there's a few more things I can see that need to be cleaned. So you can see it's been wiped, but not far enough. And then we have a working light here, but not here. So one of the things I can look at is seeing which lights we need to work on, focus on. So from here, we got the pantry. There's the pantry floor. Make sure it's clean all the way there. Yep. All right, so down the hall we go. This was the room that knocked me out. Interesting enough, the stain stayed on top surface of the carpet so I'm not seeing what I saw on the top right, so that's good. So we've got a closet. So walk in. One way to do inspections, use your gimbal, make sure everything's good. So when we set the windows, what we were pointing out was these guys, for some reason, are broken. And it doesn't make much sense. I don't know if you can, let me see if I can zoom in on that. There you go, see that piece of plastic that's broken? So somehow, some of these windows are not in good operation. So you can see here, the track, the metal track that should guide this light in is not correct. So just note that some of the windows we have down for replacement for that reason. Let's see if we can get that cleaned up a little more. Now this one is really bad. This is where, let's see, even though it's been cleaned, you can just see the damage there from the moisture. And on the baseboard down here. So I'll probably recommend having them if we have some work done. Looking at that as well. The shower definitely much cleaner than it was. But we have a few spots of like moisture we could probably have addressed a little better. So that's good follow up. So let's take a look over here. There's wear and tear of the door touching it. You can see that before. A little outlet issue. So this is going to be bedroom number 1. And we do have a smoke detector. So air conditioning is definitely on. It's definitely cooling it down. So this one's definitely working. Okay, let's note. You can see the damage to that baseboard. And some damage to that baseboard as well. So definitely had an anvil in here. You can see a little bit of swelling on the tile in that one as well. Definitely in that one. So definitely some things. All right, let's go in here and see what we got. You know what, I missed something in that last one. 1 second. I forgot to look at my notes. So the light is, for some reason the light's not right. Okay, so heading into here. Back in this bathroom. It's a nice sized bathroom. Tub. So the shower had that big heavy metal thing. So it's getting clean. A little bit of stuff still down there, so a little more touch up I still needed. Boss needs a little more of a touch up. But a lot better. This thing was all trash. You can see the bottom of it. Looks like there's a little rust stain something that was in there. Well, you can see that window screen is torn. And this looks a lot better than I would have thought. Light looks good. Let me see if I can pull that off the wall. There we go. So this is the other one that's not bad. Where you can still see we've got some staining in that section. Hopefully that'll speed this up too. There's just some knobs that make it quicker for you. So we do have, there we go. Here's some attic access. And all the tack strip has been removed, so not causing any issue there. So looks like there's something up there. I can let them know about that. Yeah, looks like everything else is good. Let me close this and get the air conditioning on. Is there a light in the bathroom? No? Alright, let's head into the room here, back into the master. This is the master bedroom. So I'll see if we can have a look at addressing the moisture issue on that back door. And I don't know if you can see that in this, but they have a dog out there that scratched the window, so I don't think those are going to come out very easily or even at all. So there's the pool. It is looking a gazillion times better. Noah's been doing the trash out, and I've had him turn on the pool a little bit to keep running that cycle. We ran a bag of shock in it, and it looks, those are going pretty well. All right, so heading back through here, so you can see what we got. The entryway. So we're going to go over here now, heading to, this is going to be bedroom, I call it bedroom number 2. It's got a first bedroom and a primary, so this is number 2. So it's got some really nice, good windows. But again, kind of see it doesn't sit, I want to sit down that way. They're kind of sitting big, small. So some of these windows. I'll see if we can get these screws and nails out of the wall dropped. I think that would be good. Let's see. So we have something back there. And then it looks like that shelf is turned upside down for some reason. Or maybe it's a replacement shelf. All right, heading down the hall. So, another damaged door, sink. I mean, everything's looking amazingly better than it was. Maybe a little more cleaning here. We're not done. So when we get closer, I'll make sure we get all the labels. So this room has some moisture, so I'll have a look at that. Right here, a little bit of damage over there. Well, this is 70 times better. It looks like there's still a little cleaning down there by the rain. But again, it looks like there's more moisture damage at that baseboard. A little damage on the original tile board, it looks like. Maybe house settling or something, I'm not sure. And I gotta look at that and look at that. I feel like I go, why don't you look at that? Oh, look at that. Alright, so I'll work on that light bulb. Pull out some of the nails over here. Alright, so this is going to be number 3. This is the one that had a dog that shredded everything. For some reason, this light's not turning on. So there's a cable hole to the outside. I'll see if I can get some tape on that. So we got the smoke detector in this one. Hold on. Let me go back to 2 here. So, 2 is missing. the smoke detector. All right, so we're back on 3. Another walk-in closet. Oh, I found something. Let's see. U.S. Army, sir. Survival manual. Anything else up there? What is that? Looks like a stain on the paint. Can't see from here though. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. This says open house. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Just fill out. Let's see what it is. Oh, this is an Arlo base. And usually those are used for cameras and stuff like that setup. So I don't know if there's an Arlo system. They have their phone. They're interesting. Look at that. They've got a, what cat is that? Cat 5e compliant. So that's good for getting it. And this is nice. That's where they're actually linked over to the job. That's good. Looks like we have a little more cleaning over here. A little more touch up. It's one of those command scripts. Sure. So this is interesting. This is the, you can tell it's kind of like a kind of transparent screen behind it. Kind of interesting. So it says 66. Is there any window damage on this one? All right, so this is going to be bedroom 5. So I'll have him take, there we go, take those down. Looks like it takes a Torx. It doesn't have a Torx with them. You can see the tack strip is gone, which is going to be good, especially if we replace the kind of sets to replace the final floor. They definitely went, whatever it was, off the shelf a few times. It looks like it's rubbed through, so cleaning up and coating will go a long way there. They cut this out. I'm going to cut that out. Oh, probably they had some storage. We'll see if they can get that down. Oh, look at that, there's a few more. All right. Well, mark on the door. Oh, bedroom 5, no smoke. Let me think. All right, laundry room, 2 more things we can see if we can take off. Looks like they had an alarm of some kind. Paint damage. So this is the laundry room. Now, that's interesting. They've chosen to block off. Nice. All right. So they still got a little more cleaning to do in this guy. This is one of the cabinets here in the laundry room. You can see this is, you can actually see what the original looks like. So it's kind of lighter with big stain. And there's the door. So when you, let's see, you can see what happened. So it looks like it just got pulled out and broken. So I think somebody could put a dowel in there or epoxy to help put that back to give it something. There is a small split right there, so some glue in that back and then wipe it off. So I do think they're fixable. We do have some stops. One straight there. There we go. So go straight back up. All right. The gimbal's acting funny. So what I'm trying to show you here is the those guys are turned off and they've got the caps on. All right, we're gonna head outside here in a second. So we have a lock to the gate. There's the pressure washer for the outside of the house. There's still some. We still have some. We're breaking those down. Most of it's swept out. A little bit of stuff over there. So one thing we'll have to look at too is this looks like it had some had a leak or something for some reason. It's like a cooling system. I'll see if I can find out if it's their own. And then the front has a sub panel. Everything looks good in the sub panel. So 17 and 19, cool. Nice and little those. So it does have a shop vac. Looks like a 40 gallon. See if I can find the text covered up. Not sure. Does that TBR? It is top third, bottom third. A little more glass to get out of the grass. There's a broken piece of glass right there. But yeah, look at this. It is looking phenomenally better. Oh, it has a pull shark now. That I did not see before, so maybe when they were doing the pressure, they found the pull shark. All right, into the backyard. You can see the pull stuff is on and working. All right, welcome to the backyard. Little lay of land here. So the triple car garage is behind here. Got a little bath that's still under the same roof, but detached. The pool. So I can spend a little more time doing this. So I'm going to add some water here to the pool. There we go. So it looks like it goes up a little bit higher. Oh, they put a floaty. I got a new floaty in there, put in chlorine. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, we got some weeds in the hammock. So one hasn't been done yet, but it will be. So this is because I think it was originally plugged into here. But I'm not sure that GFI keeps tripping, so we were having to do it down the way there. So this button here, if you randomly click this guy, maybe you can both see above. Here it goes. So we got a waterfall. Take a look at the settings. So we have a net, but it has a hole in it. It's in the split. So just needs a new top. So that's saying about 13.5 pounds, looks like. You can see we got our air conditioning operational. The sprinkler timer valves actually are under here. All the good stuff in the house. Shut off for the house and the pool, so that one down there, that's going to be your main. The hole there by the, I don't know why the rainbow got disconnected. So it may not look like much, but there's quite a bit of stuff that's actually gone. All the stuff is actually out of the sheds and those C-trains. And actually today, when I first showed up, they were working on loading up all the stuff out of these corrals. More shelving, but I do think that they must have thrown the trash out here, so I don't think they're making any difference. We got pallets and mosquitoes. So I'm still working on cleaning up. That's the pump. Over here, that's our LP tank. And obviously you can still see there's a lot, the tractor's not here yet. Not quite ready for him. No idea who's got the burn on marks. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's already gone out here. Matter of fact, if you look at old photos, there was a orange shed over here. There's a whitish C-train that's over here that's gone. So lots. They took a lot of stuff on there for that personal property being expired. So they got everything they wanted, all the cars, multiple Chevy trucks, a VW. So yeah, lots of stuff. So it's coming along, it's just taking longer than you'd like. Here's that interesting. You can see it's like they wrapped it, but then it's got the hole just fell off. So yeah, so this is the landscaping and the trees. So we want to make sure we keep those. And then up there's some fruit trees, and that's actually where the solar is. Give me 1 second. Look at there she is. Okay. All right, so let's see what we're looking at here. I think we're gonna need to get some water on these trees here in a little bit. And we have obviously a leak on the sprinkler system. You can see some water over there, but we're dying over here. So I'm not sure, not exactly sure how. So when they're moving out, somehow this thing was got broken. This is the shed that actually, like I said, makes you wonder about the construction because you can see through so many different pieces. So I'm not quite sure that's quite the way it's supposed to be. They've got a door here, but you can see they've never finished the trim around it. I wonder if it's an exterior door. There's your locking. So let's start cleaning up in here. We do different some electrical out here. What's nice about the solar is it's not easily noticeable, visible by the street. But I did want to show you. I got a guy named Tim Davis coming out tomorrow. I don't know what happened here, but looks like well, kind of have an idea. I think they tried to pull this hose, and this thing is frozen to the hose spigot. So when it twisted the actual copper pipe itself. So so yeah, that needs to be fixed obviously because I turned off the water, so it's not leaking anymore. But we don't have water, can't go pull. We don't have water, can't go on. So you can see that's why there's all this extra moisture over here. So Tim Davis said he'll come here tomorrow to look at that. And then once we get everything scraped down and cleaned up, we can get this yard looked at. Make sure all these sprinklers and stuff are working because you can see where it's a little greener than others. So and then we have some moisture spots. So that's this in a nutshell.